on this computer, even though I have a nicer gaming PC. Whatever. We just, I think the fan is alright to be left on, but I won't turn on the other. Okay. We're gonna get started. And I'll know to notify myself later to trim out the audio issues at the beginning part of the stream. So, it's New Year's Eve, and I've really got nothing better to do than rank every single Yakuzaloid cover that I've ever done. Now, I have some house rules for, well, most of these. The first is that it has to be a Yakuzaloid cover. A Yakuzaloid has to be present. There's some where, like you can see some here, there's some where legit ones are able to be present just as long as Ijinriki is present. They obviously have to be from 2020 to, like, literally today. But that's not the hardest rule. Some of these I'm not going to talk about until they're remastered, because I don't want to sit there and be like, oh, well, I made this, but then I remastered and it's better. I don't want to keep saying that over and over. So I'll just talk about it when the remaster comes up. What else? There's some videos on here that are either private, unlisted, or just gone from YouTube, and I have to explain why. And don't worry, I will. We don't have any participants in call right now, but for anybody that joins, I've already told everybody the rules. One most obvious, no soundboard spam. This is not your stream, it's mine. Also, limit talking over me, interrupting, or just generally not having proper voice etiquette. Yeah, other than that, not too many rules, just we're gonna hang. I feel like I'm forgetting a rule. Oh yeah, I remember. Kakihara counts as a Yakuzaloid, even though he's not from the games. He is an honorary Yakuza character in my heart, so he belongs here. He's allowed to be on this list. There's also going to be times when I have an annual tradition where you're going to see the same song come up again and again. Those aren't technically what I call remasters. Like, if it's annual, I'm going to talk about it. Okay. I think that's all the setup that really needs to be done. I mean, it's a tier list of covers. It's not rocket science. My rankings are, at the very top is serve. When something's a serve, that means it's really good. A for effort is something that, like, may have been very good at the time, or that I put a lot of effort into, but I just don't really like now. Could be better is for just kind of older stuff. It can still be stuff that I view positively, but, you know, a lot changes in 4 years. Not really attached, is just for the stuff that's kind of mid. These are, like, things that I did for requests that I didn't really put my whole heart into. Not really saying that they're bad yet, but just that I don't really care. And then chaotic cringe is just for the shit that's really bad. Oh, Fish, I did not hear you enter. Discord gave me no sound. Is something wrong with my voice and video? My god, what the heck? Why am I on voice meter? I didn't tell it to do that. Oh, I'm gonna switch to, there we go. Do I need to leave and rejoin this call again, or what the hell? Why am I not getting any sound output? Whatever, Discord's being fucking gay. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Let me just join and rejoin one more time. Okay, I'm hearing my soundboard stuff, but I'm not hearing any, like, entry-exit. Oh, is it because I'm on streamer mode? I can turn that off because I'm not streaming anything on Discord. There we go. Now I can hear all my stuff again. Oh, except I probably have to... The one night of the year I needed it to work with me, and it's just not working. Okay. I think it should be okay now. My light is going to be always green because it's picking up everything in my background. Okay. So, with that all out of the way, we can start ranking, except we're not gonna rank immediately because I have a story to tell. I don't think I've ever publicly told the story of what got me into this once, which is crazy to me because I love telling stories. So, let me take you back to August of 2020. I'm pretty sure it was August. If it wasn't August, it was September. But back then, I was a senior in college, and I mean, I had a rough year. That was when COVID started. That was the year I lost my grandmother. Like, that was a very bad year for me, especially academically, because I had an advisor that just didn't want to work with me. That's neither here nor there. But at that point, I had quit my job voluntarily that I'd had for maybe 8-9 months. I even stuck with them after they called me back, after they let me go during COVID when nothing was open. And I went back to it because I liked the job, but I had to quit because I was taking 18 credits in my senior year for both semesters, which is the max amount that you can take as an undergrad. Like, the minimum at every college I've been to makes it sound like I've been to 7, but I've only been to community college and then the one 4-year. Oh god, I can't imagine going to 7 colleges, but every one that I've been to, 12 is the minimum required to be a full-time student. I was taking 18. So that's like 6 classes at once. It's a lot. And even though I was only working part-time at that time, I didn't have a full-time job till I graduated. But even working part-time, I'm like, I can't do it with something so intensive because my degree, I have an overall BFA, but my concentration is graphic design, so it's a lot of work. And so 2020, I was feeling like really adrift. I didn't really want to continue in the concentration. Now, I still wanted to be in the major, but the college that I went to wasn't really like an art college necessarily. It just had a good art program, but it was kind of just local university. But the options were either photography, painting, or graphic design. And I didn't really want to do painting because I wanted to do like sequential design or illustration or something like that. But I was stuck with graphic design because that's what I did for my years of community college. And I still remember, I mean, Mom, if you're watching this, I'm so sorry, but I'm gonna diss you really quick. Um, I told my mom that I wanted to switch my concentration, not my major, my concentration, which is just changing your specialty around. And she literally asked me how I was gonna make money. And I just wanted her to explode in front of me. Anyway, I'm sorry, Mom, but I hated that you said that. So I'm thinking, like, I'm stuck in a concentration that I really don't care for because I really don't like graphic design. I'll be honest with you. I am not a great designer. I don't think it's one of my stronger qualities. But like I didn't have a job. The only thing that was keeping me afloat was A, my parents, and B, um, getting like a COVID relief fund from the school. I got several checks in the mail from that. But I was like, I just don't know what I'm gonna do with the rest of my life. And I know this is pre like quarter life crisis. But yeah, and one of the things that I was thinking of, because 2020, by the way, I'm gonna sneak diss him every time I can because it's funny. But 2020 was the year that I got into all that shit with Maku and his stupid fucking friend who tried to sue me. Get a life. But I was thinking, it's been 10 years since I picked up Utao. I started using Utao when I was 10 years old. Just kind of crazy to imagine now. But even as a little kid, I was like really into technology, into computers, like more so than even my parents were. I mean, obviously they're both boomers, but I made my first Utao, and I still have these files, by the way, because I knew how to keep them. I still have my first Utao that I recorded on an Acer netbook. Acer netbooks are not computers; they are toys. And I still did it at 10 years old, and nowadays these kids can't do shit without your help. What did I say? Anyway, I should probably keep my mouth shut about that because, like, I'm a teacher. But anyway, back to the point overall. I was thinking, decade tenure in something that, it's always been a hobby. I don't really care if I make, still to this day, I don't care if I make money off it. Like, just as long as I can do it, that's fine with me. But I was thinking, this community's kind of sucks. And I don't know what it is about Utao, but it attracts some of the worst people to it. I mean, myself included, but anyway. I was thinking, it's time for me to just hang this up and just do something else. Because I don't know how I'm going to keep innovating. I don't know if I should sink more time into this. And then, wouldn't you know it, there was something that happened in 2020 some of you might be aware of. There was a trend, a meme trend, if you will, of these deep fakes set to one of the songs from Yakuza. And it's just, I just believe they're called the Bakamitai deepfakes. I don't know if there is a proper name for them, but that's just what I've always called them. And the first Bakamutai deepfake I ever saw was this meme where a motorcyclist almost crashed head on to a semi, and the semi started singing. And then, like, from there, it was everywhere. Like, you couldn't escape it. Back in fall of 2020, it was everywhere. And I'm like, okay, the song actually is kind of good. And so I started scoping out other songs from the soundtrack, and I'm like, wow, this game has like a killer soundtrack. What's it about? And I went in very, very blind. I knew very little about what Yakuza was going to be like. I bought Yakuza 0 on sale for $5, literally $5 on Humble Bundle. And I was like, okay, I don't really have any money to be doing this right now, but if I don't like this game, then I only wasted $5. Whatever. That's literal pocket change. I could lose that in a day and I don't care. Guess I played through Yakuza 0 in a week. Easy mode. Didn't upgrade any of my skills because I was an idiot and didn't invest in myself. And then I wondered why the game was so hard after. And I was just hooked like that. Until then, I really hadn't had any connection to video games. Like, I played all the Animal Crossing and the Pokemon and the Tomodachi Life, which I still emulate on my phone, by the way. That's very fun. But I was never, a hashtag girl gamer or whatever. And then Yakuza came along and I started to understand why people make 5-hour video essays about video games. I think it's obvious from this catalog that I have here that Majima is my obsession. I don't think I've been more represented by a character in media, just in general, in my life. Like, Majima, like, he strikes a chord with a lot of people, and he's a very popular character, and for good reason. But for me, it felt, like, way deeper, and that's probably just the, very autistic special interest. Geez, you couldn't even tell until I told you, huh? You couldn't even tell. 250 videos, and you couldn't tell. And, I cannot remember the exact date that I did it, but I don't know if anybody watching right now knows, but I've made other Jinriki before I started the Yakuza stuff. I've made, I made a Corey Taylor one, I made a Dare Malakian one, I made a Jimmy Ern one, may he rest in peace. He ain't dead, but his career's over. I'm still listening to MSI, by the way. But I knew the process of doing it, and I was just like, hey, there's like split karaoke. Let me just see what Majima Nutao would sound like. And God bless my enabler friends who said that he sounded so good that I should finish him. And that was the product of the... I still remember the exact date that I have uploaded this. November 8th, 2020 was the first full Majimaloid cover. And at the time, I hadn't really thought about doing more than one bank, but, that obviously changed. So you have my chance encounter with Yakuza to thank for me not hanging up Utao, and I'm going on my 15th year. 2025, it's going to be 15 years. I'm a veteran. I qualify for the senior menu at Bob Evans, okay? I've done this a very long time. And I need to do a final count of how many Jinrikis I have, including, like, thanks per character, not just characters. Okay. Oh, just noticing chat because I was yapping. Audio sounds good. Great. Okay. So we've led up to the... God, that was a long history lesson. But we've led up to the first Majimaloid cover that was Rune. That was at the very end of 2020. I've sorted this all in chronological order, by the way, which took me a very long time, and it was very annoying because tier list maker is coded by a bunch of apes. Sorry, what? But yeah, this is the birth of my son. I included this here because it's the first one, but I've remastered it. That's, oh god. Yeah, that's not till, like, the fourth to last row here. I don't know why I chose Rine exactly. It is kind of in theme with this character, but I was just like, I need a UST that's readily available, and I chose that one. So, for category, I'm gonna put this in A for effort, like, because I've already remastered it and whatnot, but, you know, it's the first one. It's a keystone moment in history. This is my Roman Empire. Okay. We're finally getting to the cover ranking. I don't know if you can hear every time I take a drink. You probably can. I went to Taco Bell earlier today, and they were out of Baja Blast. Can you fucking believe that? Ugh. What a scam. So I had a regular Mountain Dew. Anywhoosies, next in the list, Killer Lady is a serve. Even though this cover's like, it's gonna be 5 years old pretty soon. I still think it's a serve. That's definitely still a portfolio piece. I do need to remaster it, but like, absolute serve. Oh god. Here comes an unfortunate story time. So B-Class Heroes, this video, you say you remember this video? No, you don't, because I privated it. And the reason being is because the art was rendered by my last ex. It's just weird to say, but my ex and I did not end on good terms. I mean, we had a very strange on and off relationship. And look, all you need to know is that he was a strange guy, and I'm pretty sure that I only gather this from how often he stalked one of his exes. He probably hate watches my stuff all the time, and I don't think about him. Like, I maybe think about him twice a year. Like, I live in his head rent-free, and look, I'm just very glad he's out of my life. The final straw, by the way, I feel like I should share this publicly because it's been so long. The final straw was that he asked me to stop talking about Majima so much because it was all I ever talked about, and I said, no, I don't need to do any such thing. And then he didn't know why I was offended. So, moral of the story, I don't know, don't date Brazilians? I don't know, Brazil's kind of a big country to be pinning them all down like that. I'm gonna stick it in could be better. I was thinking chaotic cringe, just because my ex's involvement, but I've wanted to remaster this anyway, and I could make it better, so it's gonna sit in third tier. A classic, Bakami Tai. I'm gonna put this in could be better because I've already remastered the audio for this. I just need to give it a new video. I was too scared to put him in a low range because I thought it sounded bad, but I went back and I was like, no, it sounds fucking fine. I think I've covered Bakami Tai like 6 times. Anyway, neither here nor there. Uncensored Planet. Could Be Better. Did that for Majima's birthday one year. Really a fan of that song, but the audio kind of doesn't slay. Sweet Devil. I'm gonna stick it in A for effort. I was gonna put it in Could Be Better because I want to remaster it. The audio is just, oh god. I started out with such shit samples for Majimaloid. I'm so sorry. He deserves better. Yes. Just redux of the entire PV. And then enlist that one and let it fade away like a bad dream. Okay. Shotgun Lovers is gonna get A for effort, only because I want to remaster this too. But I snapped on that one. That one, like, if it wasn't so old, it would be a serve. But it was really fun at the time. Oh, but I have to... If I want to use that project as base, I'm going to have to install Premiere again. Oh no. I hate Adobe products. I also, one last thing for Shotgun Lovers. I did all the tuning for that one myself, and I'm very proud of it still. I'm not proud of the samples that Majima had at the time, but very proud of that. I hate, like, the actual act of MIDIing and making UST, but I will tune all day. I swear, I will sit there for 8 hours and do it. It babysits me, it pacifies me. Fukidata. Okay, this was for the 16th anniversary of Yakuza Sweet 16. I specifically chose the Viperloids. There's Ritsu, Ruko, and Teto. Teto, my queen. I chose those because A, it's funny, and B, the meta is that Majima made all the Yakuzaloids himself because I gave him vocal synth user disease. So, in the timeline, he's about the same age, quote-unquote, as, like, the Viperloids would be. Like, he came out in the same year. He was born in that year. And then, of course, we had to sample both SpongeBob and Gigi Allen for this, which... This is still a serve, even though I don't like the art for Majima in particular as much as I used to, because this is just old. But, you know, still a serve. A Fool's Halation. Okay, this is a cover of a mashup. I believe Pluffaduff is how you pronounce it. We made a mashup of Snow Halation from Love Live with Bakami Tai and 24 Hour Cinderella. And it's glorious. If you have the time, please check it out. I should have also said at the beginning that I'm not playing any audio for any of these because copyright stuff, but I mean, you're mature, you figured that out. But I didn't include when I first uploaded it, because this was a New Year's upload. I didn't include that every Yakuzaloid I had at the time was going to make an appearance. So it's just Miyuki and Kai. But I think that's still a serve, even if I don't really like the art. I draw so much differently now. 1 year. This is not the first 1 year. The first 1 year was in 2017? Question mark? I think. I don't want to open my YouTube and look at it again, because I'm lazy. Yeah, I'll say that's a serve, still. I like the idea of all my OCs interacting with Majima, because that's funny. I do a 1 year cover every year, and I'm running out of ways to innovate it. So this year I'm doing something really intensive, and I hope I finish by the deadline, which is... It would be the 7th, because I do it every Miyuki anniversary. And then her actual, like, character birthday is on the 12th, because I wanted to double dip. Yeah, serve. Alien. This also features Kai and Miyuki again. I love using them. This is kind of a serve still. I still think this is a serve because, I mean, I still kind of like the art even if it's a little quirked up. I might go back and remaster it because the mixing kind of blows, but yeah, serve. 4 a.m. serve immediately. This is a cover that I'm exposing myself really hard here, but I go back and I listen to my covers literally all the time. And you might call that, you know, being really far up my own ass. But, like, I don't make videos that I don't want to watch. I don't make videos that I'm not proud of. But 4 a.m., this also features Ichido and Ichiko and Nishitani. I did all that tuning myself because I'm a big boy. Say so. I'll do A for effort. This was the first Majima English thing I ever did. It's not with his actual English bank, it's with his little CV bank. This went over very well, but my ex didn't like it at all. I was still with my ex at the time, and he was like, I can't understand Majima. And I'm like, that's why I put lyrics on screen. So your first language isn't even English. Shut up. I'm a hater. I'm sorry. Yeah, we'll talk about Say So again. Darling. I'm gonna stick that in Could Be Better. I really liked that at the time, but the audio needs work, the art needs work. I just need to come back to it and do the full album. Okay. Moonlight Densetsu. The Sailor Moon opening. Serve. But also, this was, people started requesting covers, and I think it was around Judgment that I put the, request line up. Because I was getting so many, and I was losing them in the YouTube comments. But this was requested, and this like, blew up. Way bigger than I expected it to. But yeah, I trust Majima Sailor Moon. Let me see what it says. I'm trying to read the tiny text. I don't know why. It's Big Brother. It's my Big Brother remix, Serve. That's not my first Big Brother remix. I've already done one remix already, but this, was another newer one with different samples. I really like how it turned out, and I want to put it on streaming, but I think I'm going to have to pay licensing fees since it's a cover. DistroKid's weird about that. Drop Hop Candy was also highly requested. I'm going to stick it an A for effort. I mean, I like the concept. Concept is great. The art is not. The art is not aged well. We're just going to put an A for effort because that's always a good thing. Judgment? Yeah, that's a serve. Judgment was very highly requested. I still need to make one that's Majima and Saejima version. The Ropers. Stay With Me was also a request. A lot of these are requests, which you'll come to find out. Stay With Me was very highly requested. I'm gonna do A for effort because I just don't like the art anymore. But yeah, that was good while it lasted. Rolling Girl was also requested, but I also made it the metal version because I can't help myself. We're gonna A for effort that one because you're gonna hear me say this a lot, but the art has aged. It aged like milk. I think fireworks are going off outside, so if you start to suddenly hear a bunch of explosions, it's not me. It's New Year's. Okay. Next in the lineup. Suck it up. White people can't do anything without slowed reverb songs challenge. I wasn't like the. This is showing my Caucasian. I wasn't the biggest fan of the original song. It was just kind of meh to me, and then someone slowed it down and it just became the best song ever. This is, I believe, the first time that I put Sherry with Majima on a track, and it turned out very well because their voices complement each other. I'm gonna A for effort it though. It's not quite a serve because the art is very old. Now, I still consider it like, I would put it in the middle of my portfolio because it's where you put your weakest stuff. But, yeah, it could be better, but it's not like, it's not as pertinent as the others. Go to Night Fever. That was another request. Gonna A for effort because the art kind of blows. But that was really fun to make at the time. I really need to redo that one. I'm gonna be in the business of redoing my covers a lot, I think. I know I shouldn't. I should just move on and let them be in the past, but I can't. Fusion Satisfaction. I'll say this is, even though the art's pretty old. That cover alone is the reason why I have like 40 voice clips of Majima, like ready to go at any time. And they're so fun to mix in. This is so fun to mix his laughs and screams and whatnot in. Okay. I had to look at my phone. Personal Jesus, that's a serve, even if it uses Majima's old. Well, I mean, I say it's old, but it's still something that I use currently. I've just updated it a lot. Like, the core is still the same. Personal Jesus still serve, even if I need to remake it. I'll do it someday. I don't really care too much about doing it right now. There's also some history missing with Yakuzaloid. I'll get to it in a minute, but the first appearance of Nishitani Lloyd. Gonna stick that in, could be better. I still like the art for that. It's cute. I think it's fun, but oh my god, his first voice bank is so bad. One of my worst Jinrikis. I've already completely rehauled his voice banks. So yeah, that one's getting touched again. Aishita. Okay, that's a serve. That was a request, and I still really like how the art turned out for it, even if I draw completely different now. That was requested by... I'm not going to name this person because I don't want to, like, implicate somebody who doesn't want to be, but this person was extremely nice to me, and I was really flattered because this person's a very big artist. Yeah, that was a really fun request to do. I still listen to that one kind of frequently. Mass Bitch is still a serve. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. The art is old, obviously, but I still really like how that turned out. I love that song. I love Giga. When I die, put this on my tombstone. Okay, Kiryu Otome Dissection. This was, I specifically asked people to, request something for Kiryu's birthday one year because I had nothing. And this got requested, and it was a very good choice. This was a lot of fun to do. I may draw differently now, but, you know, I was cooking. That's a serve. Drift Away. Okay, I'm putting that in serve, even though the art is old. I'm putting that in serve because anything with Daryl is an immediate success. Immediate. Daryl and Manjima would be the best of friends. I also, oh my god, I made that UST, and it was a very painful process because I didn't have the luxury of voice to MIDI yet. I don't know how I struggled in the dark for that long. Okay. Roundabout, serve. That uses Majima's jank little Japanese bank, but I don't care. Every time is a JoJo time. Not every JoJo time is a GG time. I don't know. I put a lot of work in that UST. Like, I literally went on someone's page who did a lot of stem splitting for popular songs, and I listened to the harmonies and transcribed them by hand, which is something I don't like doing. I hate harmonies, I can't do them. That's why I'm plugin central, but for that one I was like, I need this to be one of my best quality works. Oh, It's a Wonderful Cat's Life. A for effort. That was another request, and it's a really cute idea. I'm so embarrassed of the art. I'm sorry. Sorry. When you draw so much better now, you look back on your old stuff and you're like, cringe, what was I thinking? But it's not chaotic cringe, it's just, it's something that could be better, but it's a little bit above. So that's why there's a middle point between could be better and serve. Snuff, I'll say is a serve. I can actually pinpoint when I was, like, where exactly I was in life. I had just cut somebody out of my life for really severe reasons. And I was taking that breaking off of a friendship really, really hard, and that cover kind of helped me process it in a way. I kind of want to remake it with Majima's current English bank, because he didn't really have one at that time. Yeah, it's not for a while that his actual English bank comes into play. Happy birthday to me! This is a serve. I did the work for most of this, like, 2 nights before. I literally stayed up till 6 a.m. doing the art and video. Right before we were supposed to go out for my birthday. And it was literally like that meme, like, your alarm is set for 3 hours and 18 minutes from now. But absolutely still a serve even after all this time. Saihate? Yeah, still serve. The art's quite old, but I worked on that UST with love. September. This is the 1st September. We're gonna do A for effort. I put that UST together 2 nights before, and it was not good. But I have maintained my tradition yearly of making a September cover, and I'll continue to do that. Okay. Yevon Polka remix. Okay, this is a serve, definitely. That remix is goated. I snapped on that one. We raised so much fire we burned the studio down. That's what we did. Laboratory? Oh yeah, that's the serve. That was another request, and I just kind of went all out for it because I thought it would be funny. Oh, this one's funny. Matroshka. I had to get somebody else to mix this because I couldn't for some reason. I think it's still a serve, though. That was the one and only video I made with Sony Vegas before I switched to Resolve. Sony Vegas, like, I know people make good things with it, but it's so fucking hard to use. I really hated the user experience. Resolve literally just holds your hand. Pure Love and Kamarocho, you're gonna see this come up again. That's a serve. I wanna call out one comment that I got on this video from just some brain-dead idiot who said that, oh, why didn't you use AI to tune them? Because they're fucking Utao Jinrikis, you moron! I get the stupidest comments, I swear to God. But yeah, Pure Love and Kamarocho, absolutely. Kazumaji always gets a +1. I'm the Joker, baby. That's a serve. That was part of my Halloween spectacular in 2022. Yeah. Joker's still a serve. Rotten Guy Grotesque Romance, that's absolutely still a serve. I tuned that UST entirely by myself, and I'm very, very proud of it. Really still like that one. Okay, funny story. Teen Titans, I did the full opening song. The full version gets blocked worldwide, but the, like, TV-size cut doesn't. So I learned that the hard way. So that was very, very irritating. I hate region lock music. I hate the copyright system. But this is going to be a serve. Little bit of trivia. Hidenari Ugaki, Majima's voice actor, voice acts Slade in the Japanese dub of Teen Titans, the original 2003 Teen Titans. I need to get my hands on that so bad, but I have had such trouble finding it. I don't know why it's not... I can't find it anywhere. It seems like I should be able to, because it doesn't seem like it would just be lost media. Like, that's too recent to be lost media. Mind Brand was another request. Serve. Yeah, it's a little janky still. Oh, actually, I lied about this being my only Sony Vegas, video. This was also composited in Sony Vegas. I was using it between Premiere and Resolve, and I only did it for 2 videos, though, so it's not like I lied majorly. Vampire was another request serve. This was the first video that I made in Resolve. Now, when you see all the waveforms in my videos, that's from FL Studio Z Game Editor, but I don't really count that. It's just kind of like, extra accessory. But for the most part, I just do all my stuff in Resolve. Z Game Editor is hardly a video taught anyway. Really like how Vampire turned out, and that's been a fan favorite for years. Excuse me. Ogre was done for Saijima's birthday. Most of the reception was confused, but I think that's a serve still. I need to use Brother Saijima more. I want to be a princess. Serve. Absolutely. That was another request, and I went balls to the wall for it. I think that's one of my better covers. I still have to pick a favorite out of all of these, but it's very hard. I like a lot of music. Until I throw away my dreams and become an adult. That was another request. I think it's a serve. I agree with the message of the song. The art's kind of it's just kind of there. It's just kind of middling, but it's not something I hate. Akiyama, Dream Eater. I'm gonna put you in serve, and you in could be better because it just uses Nishitani-Lloyd's first bank, which is really bad. But the request was actually for Akiyama, but I had the Nishitani version done. I'm like, I'm just gonna release them at the same time. Okay, this one's a 3-for-1. So Racing into the Night. You're all going in serve because I said so. It was originally a request for Majima, and then somebody else came and requested Kidu, and I was like, I'll put the versions together, so that's why there's 3. Oh, but definitely making those fun. I also did all the tuning myself for all 3. Woohoo! Oh god, this one has some unfortunate associations. So this is Lost One's Weeping, the remix, and I'm very proud of how this turned out. I really like this cover, but the UST is from Tanjiro Taidana, who, if you don't know, how do I word it? He preyed upon a minor, and I think that's all I can say without getting this video flagged and removed. And it wasn't even like an accusation either. He just buckled down and admitted to everything. It was crazy. So there's USTs of his that I've used, and some I might continue to use, but I'll be sure to be like, I don't support this person, obviously. I mean, I don't think it's really too ethical to not credit somebody who made a UST like that. Like, I only don't credit when the UST is really bad and I don't want to mock someone. I mean, I'll be transparent about where my USTs come from, but usually I tend not to use USTs from people I don't like. So, even if it means making it myself. But yeah, this is still a serve, even though, well, the UST is the only thing that's really aged. Fairy Tale. I'm gonna put that in not really attached. That's my first not really attached. This was a request, and I was like, I'll just throw something out. Not really attached to that one. Don't hate it. I'm not really... I don't want to say I'm not a fan of the song, because I like the song, but I don't know. It's just not a song that I typically would listen to. I listen to absolute garbage. Logic Air Force. We made Majima join the Air Force. Don't know how he's able to do that, but good for him. Good for him, serving the country. This was a P-Model song? Yeah. Susumu Hirasawa's band. I love P-Model so much. Kaku P-Model is one of my favorite bands. Using this UST was very annoying because they didn't space out the rest appropriately, so I had to chop everything up. That was an unpleasant experience, but... Serve. Hitogawari. That was another request that I did. Serve. Definitely like that one. This is the first Happy Holidays, You Bastard. That's a serve still. I love covering that song every Christmas Eve. It's Christmas Eve and I've only wrapped 2 fucking presents. Okay. Hashire sori yo, kaze no yo ni, tsukinu hara wo, padoru padoru. Yeah, that's a serve. I had to remake the instrumental for that. And it's not very good because I did it in like 5 minutes, but whatever. Nabuka, that's a serve. did a lot of editing for that video that I don't normally do. And that came out great. There's also 25 tracks total in that mix, and I don't know why. I got out of my editing haze, and I was like, oh shit, 25 audio tracks. How did that happen? Okay. We need to have a moment of silence for Fuck Me on the Moon, because that video got copyright struck and taken down. And I'm still really mad about it. I thought about re-uploading it. I'm kind of scared too, because I'm scared it's going to happen again, but I missed this video. Fuck Me on the Moon is the greatest parody ever. So yeah, Frank Sinatra's estate sucks. King, I can't remember if I did this right before or right after I got my current PC. This is like right in between the time that I switched. That is definitely a serve still. I still use that art in a lot of my channel branding. I even use it on other sites besides YouTube because I really like it. Drift a Gay, the Drift Away Gay parody, absolutely a serve. Oh, stick you in chronological order. Oh, there goes more fireworks. Give me the Meat Boys and cream my hole. I want to get lost in your cock and balls and get laid. Yeah. Anything with Daryl's Gold. That's absolutely a serve. Yakuzaloid's first appearance. Tokyo Teddy Bear. This is a serve. Oh, I love my daughter so much. I'm so proud of her. Castilla Man, another UST that I made because the link for the original UST went down and it wasn't archived, and that pisses me off. But, serve. Fun fact, Majima blinks 52 times in that video. Oh, I almost forgot. Whopper, 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 a plane hit the second tower. I should actually remake that with, Majima's current English bank, because that uses the Japanese one, but that's still funny. That song, oh my god, that was stuck in my head for weeks. Like, I was insufferable about it. Okay, we're finally at Majimaloid's first English venture. What a little baby. Oh, cutie patootie pie. I'm just gonna say this one could be better because I've already remastered it. Like, I posted that a few days ago. I'm proud of the effort that I put in to making Majimaloid English, but his first English make is terrible. Sorry. Ifudodo, okay, serve. That was a 16-part UST. I hate doing USTs that are that many parts, but I did it for the love. The things I do for love. Also, this is the old thumbnail. I remade the thumbnail so it looks a little better, but whatever, as long as you know what it is. Samurai Harakiri Kisama. Okay, we are putting that in serve. I'm still playing through Ishin. I had so much backlog for Yakuza games because there's so many. They like make 2 a year, and I posted this on Ishin launch day, but I'd been playing like a couple days prior because I had early access. But I'm still playing through. I'm only on chapter 3. I'm too busy playing Mahjong. Realistically. Reboot was another request, but I'm not really attached to this one. I don't hate the song, even though it's not really my taste. I don't really hate the art that much, but I can take it or leave it. Okay, Pink has several versions. So There was an original version that I posted in 2022, I think, and I decided to remake it. I didn't really have to remake the audio that much, but I really wanted to remaster the art, so there's the Mr. Beast pose. I also released it with Majimaloid Russian, which he technically has two. He had a first one that was made with diff SVC and then one that was made with Sovets. But the current versions are still up, so Pink is definitely a serve. I really like Pink. When that song came out, like, I swear to God, I listened to it for 8 straight hours. I couldn't get enough. Still can't get enough. Garden of Glass. Okay, that's a serve. Mixing that was really, really hard, and I don't know why. There's some times where I will not struggle with a mix at all, and then there will be other times where it's like, it's something that should be simple, and I'm just not getting it. But yeah, Kazumaji for the win. Absolutely love that one. Still. Hole Dwelling. Okay, that's a serve. That song's not originally a duet. I mean, there's technically 2 parts, but it's still the same singer. But the person that requested that wanted it to be a duet between Majima and Kiryu, and I was like, you got it! Yeah, that was... I still really like that one. That one's a good one. Enjoy the Silence. I'm gonna put that in could be better, because the art's not terrible, but it uses Majima's first English bank, and I'm like, God, I just need to redo that already. I'm so embarrassed of so many of my covers. God, I'm terrible. Ghost Under the Umbrella. I'm gonna say that's a serve. Like, even though it uses Majima's first Screamo bank, which isn't the greatest, that's still a serve. I'm still proud that I decided to do that, because it led me to a better Screamo bank. Homeward is another request. This is still a serve. It's really cute, but I made it the video in a really inefficient way, and I know how to make the video better now, but I mean, I still got it done, so not the biggest deal. That's Kiryu's apartment from Zero, I think? But I just had little baby Kiryu on the ledge. Mamma mia, Papa Pia, baby got the diarrhea! So many of my friends were messaging me like, what the fuck did you post? I'm like, it's just the song name, I didn't name it. This isn't the first time I've used Miku in something, but I kind of keep forgetting that I have her banks. I used V3 Solid, I think. Yeah. But she's duetting with Majima, and it's the duet that you get because you've been bad. But that's definitely still a serve. I really love that cover a lot. The Good Kid and the Fox Spirit is a serve. I did some digital painting for that, and oh god, I had so many layers in Resolve. But I had to do some of my additional tuning. That's where the additional balls comes in. I really still like that one. That one's good. The Kikuo ones kind of have a trend of being really good. Oh, Julia Knight. Okay, this is a serve, but the actual process behind making this cover was so annoying. The UST was terribly out of time. It was missing parts. The rap wasn't tuned. I was just like, just kill me now when I was done with it, but I still produced something good in the end, because I'm resourceful. But that was another request, and we'll talk about it ahead of Julia Knight again. Acute was another request, I think. Still a serve. The actual version of the song, the full version, gets blocked worldwide, but the one that's used in Project Diva does not, so that was a fun little learning experience. I like I like in the art how Saejima looks like he's just fighting for his life all the time. Okay, melt. I'm gonna do this two at a time. I think both serve still. Even though I feel like I draw differently now. Melt was originally a request for Majima, but I was like, I don't know what came over me, but I was like, I should do a Kiryu version too, like, just because. I also had to retune the entire thing because I didn't like the tuning on the UST. Some people should just not be allowed to tune. That's all I'll say. Deep Red was another request. God bless the person who requested this because they had no idea how this worked. They had no idea what a UST link was. So I had to hunt down a UST myself. But we found one in the end. This is still a serve. That's a good song. I don't listen to that cover that much, which it's not like there's anything wrong with it. I have so many. I need a drink of my soda. Okay. More fireworks are going off. Okay. I have to tell a story. And it's not a fun story. It's not like a, oh, Yakuza saved my life story. This story makes me angry. So I'm gonna have to say a lot of unkind things, which that's not new for me. So back in April 2022, I think, I got a request for this song, Suki Suki Daisuki, right? And the UST that I was linked, one of the things that I stipulate in my request is I don't make the USTs, because I don't like doing that. The UST must be ready-made. It doesn't have to be tuned, but it just has to be ready-made. The UST that they linked me was really bad, really off time, and the tuning was just weird for the song. So I tried to scrape together what I had. And I didn't do the best job of it because, this is several years ago, but also I just didn't have the greatest hand to work with. So I acknowledged that in the description, post it, and the person that requests it, I'm paraphrasing a lot because I don't have the messages on hand, but they were like, oh, the timing's off. If you send the files to me, I can mix it for you and make it better. And I was like, I'd let them down gently. Like, I wasn't like, oh, fuck you, but I was like, the video's already up and the art is done. Like, the damage is done. I don't want to mess with it anymore. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I try to let them down as gently as possible, and in return, they retaliate by getting very worked up and very angry in a way that made me feel really unsafe. Like, I get a lot of hate, just as somebody who's been on the internet a long time. Like, I expect that. Like, I get the one word, like, your video sucks, kill yourself comments. But, like, I can just, for the most part, ignore them, or I might type a snarky response if I feel lucky. But, most of the time, like, my haters are just amusing to me. But this person was, like, making it seem like they wanted to find me and come kill me. And I was like, I'm not about to have that in my, like, funny Yakuza videos comment section. So I removed their comments and I blocked them from commenting on the channel further. Because, you can say a lot on my channel and it'll be tolerated. But when you start, like, making threats to my safety, no. No, I don't have to tolerate that. So that really, like, that unsettled me, and that's saying a lot because I don't get very easily unsettled by internet people. Like, most internet beef I have, I think, is funny. Like, I mentioned earlier the stuff with Maku. Like, I still think that's when drama was funny. But this was too much for me. And it took the wind out of my sails for requests for a while, so I took them offline. I took a break from taking requests because I was just like, damn, I don't want to be treated this way by having requests open. Like, I don't deserve that. And then flash forward, I think it was a couple months, actually. It was a long time. But I was going through something completely unrelated. I was looking for something. I can't remember what, but I was doing the advanced search on Twitter where you search by date, and I found a thread, like a 13 tweet thread, of this person that had been really vitriolic and weird towards me in the comments. They, instead of DMing me, which they could have done, they made this huge tweet thread against me, like calling me out, calling me names, saying that I don't respect my fans and all this other bullshit. And then they weirdly like complimented a GoToMe piece that I did and called it hot, and I was like, what the fuck is this doing in your rant? So I blocked that account. That's forever immortalized in a video on my channel. If you want to look it up, it's Greylore Volume 1 is out, let's catch up. And the way that I had to cut up the tweets, it's so many, like, bro, log off. So, that was probably the weirdest person to request something from me. I've never had anybody get that, like, violent in their comments before. Like, they got so aggressive. And for what? Like, making a cover that wasn't up to snuff? So I privated that cover because I didn't want to deal with it anymore. And then fast forward, I believe this is in 2023 now? I think we are. None of these images have dates. But I was like, I kind of miss this song, and I want to do it some more justice, so I scrapped together, I made my own UST for it, tuned it way better feel for the song, and posted it, and now everybody knows the story. That weirdo who made threats to my safety over a cover. Get a fucking life. But this is a serve. I really like that song. There's also, if you look this one up, there's an extra thing at the end that I think is funny to this day. Okay. Go to me, I want to be a girl. That was another request, but also serve. That's one of the first times that I used auto shading in Clip Studio because I upgraded to 2.0. I still haven't upgraded to 3.0. I don't know if I should. I'm pretty okay with 2.0 right now. Where is the white eel? Funny cow dance. I'm gonna say A for effort because it uses Majima's old diff SVC, but I did that for Bali Joel's birthday. Little cow. Moth. I'm gonna put that in A for effort. That was fun to do, but it just, it needs a lot of remastering. S. Serve. This is the first thing that I did with Kasane Tedo Synthvi when I got her. I was so excited, you have no idea. I had been waiting for Tedo SV for like years. I was like, one of these days, Tedo's gonna be recognized as a Vocaloid, and then she became something even better. Majima and Tedo is also like my favorite crack ship. Like, they were meant for each other. They're so funny. Okay. F, 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 F. That's the code for pure white. This is a serve. This is one of my underrated covers. I love that song. That's one of the, like, most obscure Utsup songs ever. And it's one of my favorites. It's also the only time, I think, in his history that he's used Utao. for something. Uso, okay, that's like an immediate serve. I worked on that music video for 2 months, and it took me such a long time because I was still working full time. That's still one of my favorite covers I've done. One of my favorite videos I've done. That's like a portfolio piece. It's kind of a shot-for-shot remake of the original, but with Majima, so it's better. Sorry, what? What did I say? Okay, Odo. This is a serve still. There's Angel. There's Angel floating right beside doing absolutely nothing. Yeah, still really like that one. The World Without Logos. I'm gonna say that's a serve, even if it uses Nishitani's first Grayglish bank, which isn't the greatest because I remade it, but kind of one of my major fandoms before Yakuza was Hellsing. I love Hellsing so much. I watch Hellsing Abridged like twice a year. Summer Idol, not really attached. That was another request. It's just kind of middling. I'm not really into that type of music, and product of its time. Dramaturgy, I think is how you pronounce it. I don't know. That's definitely a serve. I did that for Kiryu's birthday, I believe. Yeah, that was a serve, because I put a lot of effort into that cover and art. Gone Away. I would say not really attached. I mean, I made a whole UST for it and everything, but it's just kind of there. Mundi and Tobacco serve. I love that song. That song unites people. Yana. This was when someone was requesting Arabic, but I think the song's pretty. Majima is exceptionally halal. Duvet! Oh yeah, that's the serve. I made my own UST for that as well. Hee hee ha ha. Okay, this is like 6 for the price of 1. The Jitter Doll Supercut. Okay, serve. But also, I made the Saejima one first to demonstrate his bank, but I came back and redid it with everybody else. And I stuck them all together. So the only one that kind of doesn't slay anymore is Nishitani, because it uses his first bank, but yeah, everybody else served. Fucked by a Country Boy is like instant serve. This is like in a category of its own. I love Wheeler Walker Jr. so much. Majima and Daryl are my dynamic duo. Like, inseparable. Montasol, not really attached. That was another request from somebody, but I mean, it's just... It's not really music that I listen to, I'm sorry. More Arabic tunes. Say so. I told you we were talking about it again. This is a serve. This is the remaster of the one here. But yeah, not much to say, just a serve. Oh my god. Barbie Girl. You had to be there for Barbie and Oppenheimer. I saw both of those films back to back. Their opening, like, week. The theater by my house at the time, because I hadn't moved to Texas yet. Obviously, this was 2023. But they had an actual event where they watched Oppenheimer first and then had an intermission and then watched Barbie. But I didn't do that. I watched them on separate days. Mom went with me to see Oppenheimer, but she didn't want to see Barbie because she thought it was too woke. But, like, I watched Barbie all the way through and I thought it was fine. Like, I thought it was silly and it knew what it was. And Oppenheimer was great. I sat through all 3 hours. So, Nishitani is the one that got stuck on the deal for Barbie. I feel like he would fucking hate this song, which makes this even better. Also, I don't know how he feels about dressing up as Oppenheimer, the inventor of the atomic bomb, but God, that was fun to tune. Anyway, Young Girl A, and I did the version that's in a key that I like better, which is going to be a theme. This one's A serve. Not much to say about that one. I also tuned that one myself. Hickory Creek is Slept On. I love that song so much. I love Whitechapel. I actually heard the acoustic version of this before hearing the original, but both slap. I stand on E. That is a serve. I made like a whole PV for that. That was supposed to just be like a Kill Bill homage at first, but I was like, yo, I'm cooking with this, and that's kind of how When He Returned was born. Goddess, okay, this is a super serve. I should honestly make a new category that's like super serves. But Goddess, I stayed up all night and pulled an all-nighter to edit that video, and it was like 8 hours of editing. But yeah, that's one of my prouder covers on my channel. Really, really like that one. There was somebody talking to me in my comments who only spoke Japanese, and they were like, I want to make Majima sing Goddess, and then I was like, oh, beat you to it, buddy. Sorry, you gotta move faster. Orange, this is I believe this is one of the endings for Your Lie in April. I have not watched Your Lie in April. I don't know why. But I don't hate this one, but it's a request I'm not really attached to. I did end up retuning that entire thing from a VSQX, so proud of that, but Okay, Carmelita is going in serve, because Gigi Allen always deserves that. Carmelita was also the first Gigi Allen song I covered. The Son of Evil's Spoken Word is a serve. I finally got the AI to cooperate. And then Son of Evil, the regular song version, is also a serve. I'll talk more about the Gigi Allen songs when we get to the album, but that's not for a while. Circus Monster, I did both Japanese and English for this one. This is a serve. Circus Monster was one of the first Vocaloid songs I tried to memorize, but it's really hard to because there's no space for breathing in that song. But yeah. That was also a request from someone on Instagram, actually. But yeah, sir. It's Squirt's first birthday today. Say hi, Squirt. Okay. Birthday serve. I adapted the UST from a VSQX and had to retune everything. So yeah. That was a birthday present to me. All-Star, okay, that's like a super serve. I remember there was somebody on Twitter, I can't remember who it was, but they were saying that they didn't have the strength to draw Kiryu in the Shrek clothes, and I laughed in their face and drew it, so. Go me. Someone someone put that suggestion in my head, and I was like, you know what, I should do it. Messiah Desire. I'm gonna say that's Serve. I like the art in that a lot. The song is definitely like a little dated, especially on the percussion, but I still like Messiah Desire. Eros and Apollo. Serve. Yeah, my abuser, like, had a really fucking weird take about the song, saying, like, oh, it's like shipping, Eros and Apollo and their brothers, and I'm like, no, it's fucking not, you weirdo. Look at the lyrics, you dumbass. I'm so glad that person is also out of my life. God. Quick cold turkey, 2021, never going back. But yeah, Eros and Apollo, definitely really loved doing the art for this one. That was a slay. Alright, this is the next September cover. This is 2023's. This, again, used my own UST, which was really bad, but the art was better, so it's still A for effort. I still tried. As I say, Pokemon Master. I snapped. I snapped on that one. I didn't really draw Majima's Dream Team, but I just drew Pokemon that I knew he'd like. He would obviously have a Pikachu. Heart-shaped box. Yeah, that's a serve. It's become a bit topical. If you know, you know. Welcome to the Love Hospital. That's a serve. I also use the CDR version because I just like CDR a lot better than the original album. I had to tune that UST myself since PFU never tunes theirs. Eddie Kubi? Oh yeah, that's an A for effort. This video took me like 5 hours to render because of all the effects. But oh, that's a slay. That's an absolute serve. Okay, Corpse Attack. Serve. I had to record so much Dead Souls footage on an emulator. And I downloaded both sub-scenes and not sub-scenes, so I did it twice. The things I do for love. I don't like Dead Souls as a game. It's, like, borderline unplayable, but it was fun to string the clips together. It's fun to make a little AMV. Spider on the Wall, that's a serve. I know we're kind of divided about whether we like ghost music or not, and there's songs I like, there's songs I don't like. I like Spider on the Wall. I also like the little skit I did for it at the end, so go watch this one and watch the skit at the end because it's funny. Spotter Party was another Halloween song. This is, I believe, Butcher's first appearance. This was even before Butcher Vanity. Yeah, really, really still like the art and video for that one. Spotter Party is a very fun song. Do A for effort for Shikaban no Odori. I like the art for that. I think it's cute. I feel like Nishitani would actually wear overalls like that. But it just uses his first bang! And I don't like it anymore because I can do better. Gomene. I would put that in serve if it didn't use his first bang. The art for that, like, fucks so hard. I love that song. Banshee Strikes. I'm gonna put that in serve. There's no official instrumental for that, so I really had to go to war with it. But man, that was a very effect-heavy video, so it took me 13 hours to render. I just hate people. I really, really like that song. I hate the remaster for that song. There's like a new version of it, and oh my god, it's too poppy and it just sucks. It needs to be experimental, or I don't want it. Yeah, so that's very Kafka-esque. Okay, I don't want to be me. That is a serve. Because okay, this is actually a remaster of I think I did the first version the year before, and it was not good. I don't like the art from it. I don't like the way it sounded, so I just remastered it. It's the answer to everything. I was losing faith in Sagimaloid English because I hadn't found the way that I morph Banks now. So it took till the third try for me to get an English bank that was usable out of him. So, but I finally did, which is good. But I love type O negative so much. Like, I have such an unhealthy obsession. I want to do more type O negative songs, Jesus. But like, Black Number 1 Miss Scarol is like a 7-minute song. Okay. Angel Cutie, that is a serve, absolutely. I've noticed the Madatube videos do very, very well. Madatube fans are very, very dedicated, which I appreciate. I mean, I should include myself in those metrics, but I really like Angel 92. Pollyanna, I'm not really attached. That was another request. Just kind of vomited on paper once again. It's not that it's bad. I just, I was not the Earthbound kid. Sorry. Lag Train. We're gonna do 3 at a time. 1, 2, and 3. They're all serves because I really like that song. I did the Saejima and Kiryu version first because one of my friends asked me to. And then somebody else requested a Majima version. I'm like, you got it! So there's the trifecta. Okay. All I Want for Christmas Is You. So this is another cover of a mashup. This is a cover of, a mashup that uses Creep by Radiohead as the vocals, and All I Want for Christmas Is You as the music. I also threw in some embellishments like Family Guy stuff. So, this is something that I revisit every Christmas now. Oh, why did I put that in A forever? That's serve. There you go. Getting your Mariah Carey on. Okay, villain. First, I went into Gaiden. Like, I already had the knowledge of who Ren was going to be, and I already had all this lore plan in my head, and then it ended up being even better of an experience playing. But he was actually one of my favorite Jinrikis to make because his voice actor is actually in a band, like he's a singer. So I had so much to work with. And I think he turned out great. I love Ren. Kiss him on his little forehead. Villain turned out great. I love that song a lot. Your Man. This was requested by Burns, and hi Burns. I don't think you're watching this, but if you are, thank you for this request. This was a lot of fun. Baby, lock the door and turn the lights down low. I also stylized the background to be like this restaurant that's close to me that my brother used to work at. They have basically a Christmas tree and a Texas flag as the background. I would pay to see a Kiryu acoustic performance. I don't know if he could play guitar. I don't know if he would be able to learn. I mean, I like imagining anything's possible, but I don't know if guitar's really his instrument. Okay. Merry Sexmas Chew. Okay, this was a request. I'm gonna do double. I'm gonna double up here. I really like the art for Nishitani's version. Go over there. I really like the art for Nishitani's version, but uses his first ugly bang. Sexmas is a classic. I love that song. Undead Enemy. Okay, this is Shishidoloid's first appearance. Oh, Shishidoloid turned out so good. I love his voice type so much. Undead Enemy is also one of my favorite songs. I love Suzumu. But yeah, total serve. Okay. I actually did a cover of Machine Gun Kiss, like, one of the first Majima things I did, but I have buried it and unlisted it because it's so embarrassing and bad and old. So this is the remaster. And it is a serve. Machine Gun Kiss, they just fall in love. I also did a dual Shishido version. Shishiders. Angelic Jewel, 2010. So this was something that I did for Secret Santa 2023. I did a couple things, but this was my only cover. I used Ace Studios voice to MIDI, which isn't great, but it helped me out on the harmonies, weirdly enough, so I have that to thank for making the USD, but I like that song, but it's not really one that I listen to. Because again, I only listen to garbage. It's Christmas Eve and I've only wrapped 2 fucking presents. Okay, this is the 2nd annual Happy Holidays, You Bastard cover. Majima and the Family Guy fall position. That's still a serve, even if it's last year's. Kiryu-chan, It's Cold Outside. I cannot remember who damn, I really wish I knew who had asked for this on Twitter when I first saw it, but like a few years ago, somebody wanted to make a parody of Baby It's Cold Outside, but with Kiryu Majima, but they couldn't find voice actors in time. I wish I could show them this! Like, you don't need to show them! You got me! Okay, but this was, oh my god. Barrels of fun. And I put in so many interjections. They're so funny. Okay, Inferno, another cover, not really attached to this one. It's not bad, I don't think I did a bad job, but it's another Love Live song. I don't care. Tell Your World is a serve. Everybody is represented. Every Jinriki I had at the time. I've added more, because I can't stop. But yeah, that's still absolutely a serve. Wings of a Butterfly. That was a New Year's Day upload. And I did the work for this at my aunt's house, so I was not at my own setup. I'll do it again. That's, I think that's Shishidoloid's first English song. Yeah, turned out great. He's really suited for him. This is another 1-year cover. Serve. Hold on. There's 9 vocals on this track. There's 9. Why do I do this to myself? I don't know. But we have to come together and celebrate Miyuki's anniversary every single year. It's court mandated. But yeah, they used pretty much every Jinriki I had at the time except for Haruka, but that was the only one that was left out. So she's the one holding the camera, I suppose. Okay, Bizarre Food. Majima and Miyuki, name me a more iconic duo. You can't. I will not take criticism on the topic. I still think this is a serve. This is one that I come back and listen to. I would probably remake this with Majima's new Screamo Bank because it's not as grating on the ears. It should have been me. Okay, I admit, I come back and I listen to this cover, like, incessantly. I'm obsessed with this. With this particular cover. It sounds so nice. It scratches something deep within me. This is also, the song that I chose to demo Ren English with, and it went very well. Haruka. We'll do this both. This is 2 for 2. Hajime and Haruka, Crime and Punishment. Who did I get this request? I want to say this was a request, but I can't quite remember. If it was a request, it was for Majima, but I also wanted to do it with Haruka because the song suits her too. I love my daughter. Daigo's mom has got it going on. Oh my goodness. Okay. This is like a turbo serve. This should be like in triple S tier. Was talking about I feel like I need to explain the lore. I feel like I haven't been explaining Grey lore things, but whatever. We don't need to talk about it in this video. But one of the things in Grey lore is that Majima and Yagui like have a physical relationship. He's constantly holding it over Daigo's head because it makes him angry. And I was talking with one of my friends about it, and we were like, we should cover Stacy's mom, but change the lyrics to Daigo's mom. And oh, that's fucking great. I also need to do Scotty doesn't know, but make it Daigo doesn't know. Yeah, that is absolutely a turbo serve. Oh my god, I haven't talked about Pain Olympics yet. Okay. Pain Olympics is an original song. This is the first original song with, not the first original song I've made, but with a Jinriki. Because I've made other legit songs before. I want to say the original Pain Olympics came out in 2022? I think? And then I remastered it a couple times because I'm never satisfied with it, but I still think it's a serve because it was a lot of effort on the PV side. The music came together pretty quickly. It's not, in my opinion, it's not the best song I've done, but I still like it. I made it for me. And I made it so Majima can have a song of his own. Okay. Kakihata's first appearance. Koshi Tantan. Serve, obviously. So... I had been saying for years that I wanted to get into Ichi the Killer, and I just didn't. I don't know why I kept putting it off, but I had heard the name, and I was like, you know what, I should get into it, and then I just didn't. And then my crazy-ass friend Fish was like, you want to do, like, a live reading on Discord? And I was like, hell yeah! So, we had a dramatic reading of Ichi the Killer, and I was so obsessed. I'm still so obsessed. I'm trying to translate it. But Kakihata really just grabbed me in the way that not a lot of fictional characters will do. But he became a Blurbo, like, so quickly. I hunted down who did his voice in the OVA, which the OVA is nothing to write home about. Don't worry about watching it. But I hunted that down, and I had to go through interview after interview, and so many of them were dubbed over, and I'm like, I don't want that. But we finally got to Kakihata-loid, and he's pretty soft. I want to do something powerful, but I might wait to just, like, commission some voice actor to do it. Like, hey, are you okay voicing a voice bank of this character that I don't own? But whenever I use Kakihara for songs that he's actually fit for, he does a really good job. He's so cute. Ali, this is another request, and I'm not really attached, as you can tell by the lazy colorized art. And the wallpaper to Grandma's house. Creep. This is like an actual, like, legit cover of Creep. This isn't the mashup. Using Kakihara for a song that fits his range and voice type. Yeah. Really like that. I come back to that frequently. Inochi no Odori is a serve. That cover turned out really well. I come back to that one a lot. Mr. Misery Guts. Oh my god. Okay. That is a serve, but I am gonna talk shit. The whole, like, oh my god, don't, say how cute this character is because she's based on trauma, and then the character is, like, super conventionally attractive yandere. Like, grow up. Grow up. Anyway, I like my yandere males absolutely psychotic. Yeah, Mr. Misery Guts turned out very well. I love Renloid in general, but Renloid English just hits something very specific in my brain. Alright, this was a request from Fish. This is a serve. There's so many eyeballs! The Girl Who Sells Misfortune, another Kiko Ohana classic. I really like how that one turned out. Ooh. Be gay, do drugs, hail Satan. The fucking motto. Yeah. Absolute serve. I got that song as a random Spotify. I can't remember if that was a Discover Weekly or not, but it just came up on my Spotify, and I was like, wow, this is such a great song. So I covered it almost immediately. So yeah, be gay, do drugs, hail Satan. That's the motto. Okay. Drowned Body Wants to Be Lovey-Dovey. That one's a serve. I actually did that while we were moving house, so I didn't even have my desk anymore. Oh my god! Oh my god! I need to do the tournament in Ricci City. Oh no. Okay. I'll have it muted, but I'll be looking at it and looking at this. This is the most professional live stream I've ever done, can't you tell? Ugh. Okay, we have about 5 minutes. Okay. As I was saying, we had already, like, trashed my desk because we weren't taking it with us, so I was in the guest room on the bed, like, bent over my tablet with my computer in front of me, drawing the art for this. I can always pinpoint where I was. But I like how this turned out. I like that song. Moving Out. This is something that I posted on moving day. I remember this being a pretty pleasant UST to work on. I should cover more Billy Joel songs, really. I may not seem like it, but I am the biggest classic rock fan. Okay, Tokyo Teddy Bear. This actually uses the Utsupi instrumental, because I'd already done the regular version with Haruka. This was requested from Fish, and I absolutely delivered. I snapped. God, Rent's got such a good voice. I'm so proud of my son. Bad Apple was another request. This is a serve. I kind of shamelessly reused my art from Eddie Kubi, but I did tune that entire thing myself. So. Binoni. Oh, yeah. That is a serve, definitely. There's another Butcher appearance. Hi. I've gotten into the habit of changing the keys of Madatu songs because, like, he'll give a song that's okay, and then you change the key, and that's just the best song ever. I don't know, I guess I have a preference for some keys. I don't know what it is. Christ. Oh, lore accurate Nishitani. Hello. That's a serve. That's with his newer bank that I was like, I just gotta morph him a new one. And it turned out great. He slays. Finally. Never gonna give you up. That was my April Fool's thing last year? Yeah. But I didn't disguise it as a channel announcement this time. I was just like, you know what? Here's a cover of Never Gonna Give You Up and all the files. Boom. Okay. Darling. The second song that I've covered that also has this named Darling. If I had a nickel for every time I covered a song named Darling, I would have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. This was a really, really hard UST to make. I don't know why. I had listened to that song like 30 million times because it came up on my Discover Weekly, and I was like, wow, this song is amazing. But, yeah, Kakihata's getting some love. God, I really gotta use him more. Worst regret. Oh, that is definitely a serve. Because I saw somebody, not gonna name names, I saw somebody release a cover of this song, Worst Regret, and they did not release their files. So I made my own and released them. Because I don't believe in gatekeeping. Anyway, that song goes hard. I'm really proud of the tuning that I did for that. The second time that I've covered Aishite no ni, I had a nickel. This is also a serve. So, obviously I put more into the Majima version. Oh, tournament starting in 7 seconds. I put more into the Majima version, obviously, but I still like the Kakihata version because it fits his character. If you know, you know. Great. I'm looking at my hand and I'm not enthused. Okay. Idol was another request, but I like how the art turned out. Even though I just kind of erased the original character from the background and put Majima in. But Idol turned out great. Oh, I'm not even a North Sea, never mind. Okay. Scott Pilgrim versus the World ruined a whole generation of women. This is turbo triple S tier serve. Oh my god, this cover made people so angry, and I love to see it. I love to see people get so angry over nothing. This is genuinely my favorite song ever written. I know all the words to it. I think it's great. But I thought that everybody would get my sense of humor and be like, oh, Gray, you're funny. Instead, everybody was like, ew, you're an incel, and you obviously support incels. And I'm like, what the fuck are you all talking about? It's literally a joke song. Incels can't make music this good. So yeah, that video's not coming down for nothing. In fact, I might cover it with every single vocal that I have again. What are these? God. I don't know if anybody else plays Rigi City, but there's a panda character in the game who I hate. I swear, every time I'm in a room with this panda, he wins. Oh, I shouldn't have chucked my one, but whatever. So yeah, she saw Ramona Flowers and felt so empowered by a movie made in Hollywood. I love that song because it's like genetically engineered to sound like a Sex Bob-omb song. I love Negative XP. They're so funny. Ooh, but your vanity. Yeah, that's a serve. This uses Shishido Ren and Majima. They're butcher, baker, and candlestick maker. I finally cracked and was like, okay, fine, I'll watch Butcher Vanity, and it's probably the best Flavor Folly song. Like, all the other ones are kind of okay, and then Raw Dog is, like, I really don't like that one. Butcher Vanity is such a good song. I would pay for a metal remix of it, too. Oh, what the fuck is Freeman doing here? I guess I dragged one by accident. Oh, whatever, ignore him. Okay, two Slim M. Definitely a serve. That was one of the hardest USTs I think I've ever made in my life. I don't know what it is about that song. Even though. Okay, I'm aware. My alarm went off again for like a 5-minute warning. Anyway, I don't know. I've been listening to that song for forever, and it's a really good song that I thought I knew, but oh god, making the UST was a horrible experience. Maybe it's just that French is a language that's not meant to be spoken by humans. I took French for 3 years in high school, so I can make those jokes. Yeah. Majima has a French bank, and I need to use it more. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's a serve. That's one of the best performing videos on my channel, because everybody loves the Moto2 covers, but I really like how that one turned out. I get to reference when he returned. Woohoo! Ooh! Okay, here's our history lesson. So, anyway, this is going in serve, but I made. I think that was in 2020? I think I made that before the end of the year. I made the first Majimaloid and Kidoloid magnet cover, but as time went on, it got old and I didn't really like it anymore, so I remastered it this year. And gorgeous, beautiful pic. Oh, one of the pandas won again. Oh, I'm in fourth! I hate tournaments. Okay. Anonymous M. That is a serve? Definitely. So I actually had to roll out my own voice for this one, and let me tell you something. Singing in Japanese, very, very easy to me. But speaking, especially with somebody else's words and trying to match their speed and cadence, that's very hard. That's where I get tongue-tied. I mean, I stumble over my own words in English enough, but I really tried for that one. It took many takes. This was for Majima's birthday this year. Not really much to say about it. I mean, it was very fun to work on. I did all the Majima tuning myself. So, yeah, I really gotta do one of those, voicer versus Utao videos, but I don't really have the best singing voice. Tomato Reborn. Okay, this was a request, and I think that the funniest requests are the ones for the Yakuza guys singing the girliest songs imaginable. And this art 8, look, I'm gonna brag about it till I die. Absolutely snapped on that one. I have to get rid of Fruman, he's pissing me off. Okay, Amano-jaku. Oh god, this is one of the first songs that I tried to memorize when I got into Vocaloid. I literally would look up the romanized version on the bus and try to memorize it on my way to school. That's the kind of kid I was. But this got requested a couple months ago, and I had a lot of fun working on it. It was really... I really do like that song. My hand sucks. I'm still playing Mahjong. I'm still in the tournament. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get eliminated, but... Okay, Rabbit Hole. Serve. This is, one of the first times in a very long time that I've used After Effects, because, Deco27 released, the After Effects project for this. I hate using After Effects. After Effects is the most miserable program ever. But I got a good video out of it. And the art was probably, like, the most fun thing about it. Okay. Coward Mont Blanc Italiano. That is obviously a serve. I don't know how public I've been with it, but in Greylore, Majima's part Italian on his dad's side. To match me! He's from my culture now. I gave him an Italian bank, morphed after my Grey Italian one that I already have. And I already had the UST for Coward Mont Blanc Italian. I was just like, let's put Majima on the track and put him in his dad's uniform. Let's go. I need to do more stuff with Majima singing in Italian. It's a very neat language. Oh my god, I already have so many threes. Leave me alone. Okay. They not like us. They not like us. Okay, my friend Nero demanded that I do this. So this is for Nero. This was back when the song was very new and it wasn't as overplayed. But, like, I still like the song. I still listen to it because, I don't listen to radio really anymore. Oh, someone else won. I only listen to Spotify and YouTube. But the AI cooperated with me very well on this. It's a sleigh. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm throwing out Mahjong terms. Oh god, I got 4th place. I hate tournaments, bro. I really gotta cover more Kendrick songs. Okay, this is a serve. Get down and lick my heel. Peasant. Queen. Go to me. Gorumi will always get a serve. She's the moment. Hai orokonde anata kata no tame ni. Oh, this is... Oh my god. I think I've listened to Hayoro Konde like 80 times. Oh my god. I actually, I got that song in my YouTube recommendations, and I had no idea what to expect because I wasn't familiar with Kochi no Kento, and I wasn't familiar with the art style, and then it just hit me with the best song ever, and I was like, I replayed it like 1,000 times that day. And I had to hit the ground running to make a UST. It was very difficult. But the art from it is really cute. I really, really love little vintage anime Majimas. Hey Brother was another request that I dragged ass on. That's a serve. Even though the art's all sketchy, I liked it. I liked it. I was good at it. The panda. Okay, this is an automatic serve. So thank you to Clad for actually doing the hard work and making the UST in MIDI for me. And then I just did the tuning and conversions. And I mean, I did the art and video as well, but that's not what I really consider the hard part. The hard part for me is always just making the UST itself. I really just don't like the process of that, but I love tuning and I love I don't know if I want to say I love converting SVPs and VSQXs and SV whatever, but I mean I do it all the time. The video for this also like just completely snapped. This is a complete serve. It's definitely a portfolio ready video. Okay, ulterior motives. That is a serve. Definitely. So if you don't know, ulterior motives is a little famous because it was part of a Lost Wave media search. The song was unknown. They didn't know the artist, they didn't know the title. And everybody was searching for it. They found it via an adult film, and the song is Ulterior Motives by Who's Who, Christopher St. Booth. And I was like, phew, I needed to make a UST so fast. So as soon as the remaster came out, I was like, done. So I made a Nishitani version and a Freeman version, because that turned out really well too. Yeah, Nishitani would absolutely love this song. I think that boombox he took from Sherry, but it's his now. Akiyama, I Want to Be a Girl. That was another request. Akiyama's confused about it, but he's happy to be here. I think I like the Majimaloid version better personally. That's only because Akiyama's voice is just a bit more garbled. Okay. 10-faced. This one's like a turbo serve. This one is one of my favorite videos that I've done. It took like over a month's time to actually get around to everything, but I'm really, really pleased with the result, and I'm glad that I did it. It was actually a request, but I had been wanting to do the song for forever, so 10-faced. Alice in Black Market. Absolute serve. Anything with Mire is going to be a serve. I kind of based the art off Secret Santa that I got last year, and it's still like hanging up on my wall. if I turn my camera on, you can see behind me. You can see it, but I love Alice in Black Market. It's such a classic track. Duvet. The Mide version is a serve. Absolutely. Yeah. Both Mide and Mide Greyglish turned out very well. I want to be a Princess Kidu version. Serve. I do prefer the Majima version to this one, but you know, it still turned out good. Let's go to heaven. Serve. This might be a spoiler, but I don't give you the context. This uses Freemamen and Yakuzaloid, who actually go together quite well, which is great because then I don't have to find an alternative voice for Anjo. Yeah. Not much to say about this one, just that I think it's good. Teehee. Okay. Pure Love and Lust is a serve. This is like a turbo serve. So I actually did this one for a compilation zine, a Yakuza OCX canon zine, and I was like, man, I was born for this because I have Sherry and Nishitani. So this appears in the zine, but also the cover is online. Yeah, I love my destined to be together husband and wife. This is God. I've made so many Pure Love and Kamonoto covers, and I will not stop because it's a good song. Crescent. This is a serve, even if I just ripped a MMD screenshot. I got this song auto-recommended to me, and I didn't know what to expect, but I just auto-played into it, and it was actually really, really good. This producer, Blueprint Rain Refrain, they're really, like, underrated. They're really unknown, but their songs are so good. And I need to cover and translate more. Okay, Hayota Konde English version. This is also a serve, just because it's Hayota Konde. I also had to adapt the lyrics a bit because the official English version is, you know, not exactly grammatically correct, so... specials. This was requested by, someone in a server that no longer exists, but this is the, I believe, second opening to Jujutsu Kaisen. I have not seen Jujutsu Kaisen. I might watch it. I don't know. I'm really not watching anything right now, so I guess I could fit it in. But I went really balls to the wall with this one. This one eats. I mean, anything with Majima's wings out. Okay. The Akiyama version of Iya-Iya-Yo. Someone requested that I do this under the Majima version, and they said it was their birthday, and I mean, I take them at their word, but yeah, a little birthday present. I still obviously prefer the Majima version, but you know, Akiyama got his time in the sun too. YouTuber. Yeah, I really like this song. I relate to it a lot as somebody who's who often wonders what I'll be doing in 10 years. Yeah, GraySlate used to be a Junior Q producer, but who cares? Ooh, Sad Girl Sex is going in serve. Oh my god, I was about to go to bed the night that Sad Girl Sex released, and it was literally like a 2-minute old upload, and I was like, holy shit, I have to get on this right now. So, luckily Deco 27 releases MIDIs, so it was very easy to build the UST and everything. And then the video was another insufferable After Effects project. Ugh, I hate After Effects so much. But we got it done. Okay. This is like 9 for the price of 1. But this is a whole album, that's why it's square. This is the entire Carnival of Excess album by G.G. Allin and the Criminal Quartet. I covered literally every song on it. That is to say, 9 songs in total. I already had Carmelita and Son of Evil, but everything else I had to do before August 29th, but I got it done. And one thing that made me very happy about it is that Honk Media, somebody who catalogs a lot of G.G. Allin stuff, commented on my Instagram and was like, wow, this is very interesting. I'm glad that young people are kind of keeping Gigi spirit alive. I'm like, hell yeah, I'm so glad you recognize this. But yeah, that album is a total serve. That's my favorite G.G. Allin album, probably. I like it even more than his Rock and Roll Terrorist. Like, there's not really a G.G. Allin song that I don't like, besides one I probably can't even say. But yeah, I had a lot of fun working on that album. And by the way, that entire album is each project file is able to be downloaded, so if you want to grab the USTs for that, you absolutely can. Okay, Organ Donor, my second song with a Janiki. This is a serve. Kakihara gets his time in the spotlight. The song itself, I threw together pretty haphazardly because I thought it was just going to be an instrumental. So this is a song that's basically an extended instrumental with vocals lazily slapped on because I didn't know what to do with it. So Organ Donor isn't really like, I wouldn't call it my magnum opus or anything, but it's not bad. It's just a lot more chill and slower than most of my other songs. Hungry Nicole. Yeah, that's a serve. I made that my birthday upload this year. It was a request, and the same person that made the UST requested it from me, which that hasn't really happened before, but I mean, I don't ban that. It's something that I found interesting. Yeah, that was a very fun cover to work on and assemble. Emblem. Okay, Emblem is like a turbo serve. So, one thing that I hate in this community is how protective people are of their files and how gatekeepy they are about it. So I will always release my files. I don't give a fuck. But you know, I get really pissed off when people lock their files behind a paywall. So, my incel rage won out over $3, and I made an entire SVP, BSQX, and UST of Emblem, and it was the hardest thing I've ever done. I snapped. I also did all the video myself, and I really like how the video turned out. I'd say that's a portfolio video. Yeah, I come back and listen to Emblem a lot. I really like that song. Old Death. Okay, that's a serve. I really like how the art for this one turned out, but also meeting my wife. Yeah, sometimes Utsu is very hit or miss, but I think Cold Dead is a real hit. Jinsei Reset Button. Yeah, that's a serve. I'd wanted to cover that song for a really long time, and then I just kind of finally did it. Yeah, 10 out of 10. Okay. September. This is the most current version, and this is the only one that's a serve. I used excuse. Was that a VSQX or an SVP? I can't quite remember. I just converted to a USD. I was like, whatever. There's Majima, and then there's all his little friends, his little stars. Yeah, this is the best version of September. It's also got the most people on the track. Okay. Stalker's Tango is a serve. I love Open Tao, man. It makes me so lazy. Yeah, this is definitely a Kakihara character song. Stalker's Tango is so good. Give some little head pats. Okay, Assault Mirage is a serve. I actually had the cover done for a long time, and I finally went back and just did the art for it. I've listened to Assault Mirage since I was a teenager, and I was just like, yes, finally I'm covering this song from my childhood. I believe that they're standing on a helipad, is what I put in the background. Don't know why they're up there, but sure. Okay, Giovanni Wannabe. Yeah, that's a serve. I made that UST from scratch, and oh my god. I thought, okay, Italian's a very syllabic language, right? I'm not going to have many problems. I was so out of my depth trying to make this UST. Oh, god. I really need to study up on Italian. Man. But, the band that does this song, good old Tactical Nuclear Penguins, I need to cover more of their stuff. They make really good music. But Giovanni Wannabe is probably my favorite. He has no destination. Sunset Love. Put that up there. Yeah, this is a serve. I had to do all the tuning myself, but whatever. It's fine. It's in character for Ren, so that's all that matters. Suji, one of my favorite Moto2 songs. Ren just has, like, such a good, versatile voice type. Like, he's right up there with Majima for me. I really gotta go through the Moto2 catalog. There's so many good Moto2 songs. Kikai Kettai. All three Nishitani men coming together. Yeah, this is definitely a serve. The art's a serve. I just like having all three of these guys together. It's so funny. It's so funny to make Nishitani mad. Alright, Kikai Kettai Electro Swing version. I think I said in the video description also, but Tato plays saxophone and piano canonically. So he's lighting up that graveyard. Yeah, and that was actually surprisingly easy to do the electro swing version. I just had to slow down the tempo a bit and move some things around. I love Halloween. Okay, bacterial contamination. So, fun little fact, if you don't know, the same person that made Dancing Samurai made bacterial contamination. So, I strive to have that diversity in my discography. This is the first appearance of Count Nijima, which is something that I've had for a while, but he follows the same lore of being a robot exoskeleton that's obsessed with Majima and wears the skin of him. So he's a good little fella. But I'm gonna cover God, I love the art for that one. I think I stuck that in my summary of art, actually, because I like it so much. Level of Nightmare. I think it's a serve. I mean, the video isn't the most engaging, but I was working on a pretty big time constraint. I think it turned out good enough. Okay. Hello. We are almost done. I say almost, and we have like 20. Okay. I was on Bottom of a Bender. This is another song I got on my Spotify Discover Weekly. I was like, oh my god, this is such a good song, I need to cover this, and then I just didn't for the longest time. Oh. But Bottom of the Bender is definitely a When He Returned song. When He Returned is my series where Majima keeps coming back from the dead and terrorizing everybody. This was actually like one of the easier USTs I've ever had to work on. Like, I don't know what happened, but it was just very, very pleasant. Like, no bumps in the road at all. But yeah, I come back to this cover a lot because I really like that song. Who? Who? Okay, who's a serve? So, this introduced Majima CVVC. Exactly what it sounds like, but he has a lot different tone than Majimaloid because his voice is so pre-processed. But I like using him sometimes. He's proven useful. I really like Azadi's songs, and there's so many more I want to cover. But who's a really nice one? We're gonna do 2 for the price of 1. Again. Majima and Kiryu, Romeo and Cinderella Remaster. So I actually covered Romeo and Cinderella way, way long ago, because I think someone requested it, but I wanted to improve it, so someone requested a Kiryu version, and I was like, you know what, there's no time like the present, so I made both a Kiryu and Majima version on the same day. I also uploaded an afterthought of Kiryu and MMD. It's very funny. I really need to make a Project Diva modification MMD model for Majima because the bones are a little weird in Project Diva motions, so you need to adjust the models manually. I just need to get around to it. 是黑花飘飘，北风萧萧。God, I think Fish has requested this of me like 7 times, and then I finally sat down and did it. Usually on Me is such a good song, but wow, Majimaloid Chinese sounds great. If you're wondering, hello. Oh, I didn't have my desktop audio unmuted, so they didn't hear the flush. You might just need to do it again. Okay, where? Oh my god, where was I? Oh, I was still talking about if anybody's wondering why I don't do Chinese banks, it's just because I have like no interest. I don't know why.
There's good songs.
I should probably make a Chinese bank just so other people can use it, but like I just don't really know enough Chinese songs to do it.
Oh, let me send you my silly voice bank. It's a secret for later. It's a surprise they'll use later.
I was just saying how Fish had requested this so many times, and I was just like, I finally got to sit down and do this. I'm glad I did because this song is so powerful. A fun little fact: the background is the same background from the original, just kind of brushed over because I content aware filled, and it turned out kind of horrible, but whatever. Okay, we're finally what I teased earlier, the Nene remaster, which is a serve. When was it? It might have been 2014 when I first heard the remix of it, and I was like, this is just the best remix I've ever heard in my life, but I stowed it away until I was like, you know what, I should just do a cover of it. And luckily I saved it for Majimaloid's 4th anniversary, which was on the 8th of November this year. See that one's a serve. That one's a recommended watch. I'm thinking go to Ohio. I'm thinking go to Ohio.
I'm thinking go to Ohio. I used to live in Ohio.
Down in Ohio, swag like Ohio.
Good roller coasters.
I did this one for Majima's anniversary special, and I wasn't gonna make him say Ohio at first, but I accidentally fucked up on one of the phonemes in Open and made him say Ohio, and I was like, I should just do the whole thing like that. Skibbity Bem Ben Ohio Riz. I also did a full body render of Majima for his fake box art. I should really give him like a cooler outfit. I just kind of gave him a generic like Utao in 2010 look. Magnet Freedom, sir.
Yes.
Glad you want to say something because you basically did all the work on the audio side.
Yowie. Old man Yowie.
Yeah, Clyde made the SVP and everything first, and I just did some very lazy conversions.
I just needed to hear the song with Free Moment and Asterion, and then it became a Yakuzaloid version too.
The Freeman Ministerian version is boss. Go listen to that too. Everything that I have put in Serve is a recommended watch, and there is a lot in Serve. Oh my god. There's so many. We have, oh yeah, I can get them in frame. We have 2 magnet covers, so we complete the, duo. I was gonna say trilogy, but I was like, no, that's not the right word. Okay. Subways Off Your Mind. This should go in its own category. This should go in Turbo Serve. I have wanted to know the identity of the most mysterious song on the internet for years. Ever since I first heard it. And it got revealed this year, and I was so excited. And it got revealed, like, on complete accident. Like, the band was asked for some of their demo tapes, and the mysterious song was on it. We were like, here you go. Here's an internet mystery. Subways of Your Mind is classic. I was in such a goddamn hurry to make that UST rule. I also showed this one to my mom. I show some of my videos to my mom, and she doesn't really get it, but whatever. I also make all my videos 4K so we can watch it on our TV and just blow it up to TV size. But I showed this to her and she was like, why is I blacked out? Was he going incognito? Burn. More. That's what I piss for. Okay. I really like Fuel's beat and energy, but oh, the syllable stresses are in the wrong place. More Miku English on a Japanese song. So tired of it. But give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. I actually got Majima to cooperate and open a Tao for this one, which is weird, because usually my shit-ass Jinrikis don't. Not much to say about Fuel except flashing lights. And there should be like a drinking game you make out of this, like every time there's an Angel in the thumbnail, you gotta take a drink. I also pointed this out earlier, but I put Rimaman in here by accident. I don't know why he's here. He's not a Yakuzaloid. Okay, I'm unfortunately putting Andoa in Could Be Better because the art was thrown together in 3 seconds. I still like this cover and everything, but why didn't I put in more effort? I was strapped for time, I think. Tokyo Monophonic. By the way, everybody is sleeping on this one. Tokyo Monophonic is one of my favorite songs. Like, it's such an underrated song from forever ago. Like, the song is over 10 years old. I was so mad that I couldn't find a UST for it, so I had to make my own. Yeah, Tokyo Monophonic Surf. Whisper, another Kakihara track. This is a surf. You can see, well, maybe not in this tiny little thumbnail, but he's carrying his babies. He's carrying his babies safely in a sling. I really like how the art turned out for this. The video was kind of fun too, even if I don't really match the original, because I don't know what was used to make the original video, so I was just like scraping by and resolve. But yeah, put the soft boy on the track for the song literally called Whisper, Whisper, Whisper. Okay. Yeah, serve. I've been listening unhealthily to this song for years, and I just finally sat down and made a cover. I feel like Sherry's the type to carry a pink taser. So I would watch out. Let it Clover Club the beautiful love. This was actually something that I had people vote on. I've been having people vote on covers in my backlog through polls. I'll do it again soon. I don't know when. But Clover Club was picked first to come out, and I did a Defco version of it too, but she's not here because she's legit. I need to give these up. But, I got the VSQX from someone else, and I just, like, made a UST and tuned it myself for no reason, even though there's already existing Clover Club USTs. I was just like, this seems like fun. I also got the
And
background from just a rip of an MMD stage. So, what were you saying?
more effort, more fun.
True. And this next one is, I'm gonna put this in A for effort because it's not quite a serve. I like this song, Two of a Kind, but the art is just like silhouettes over a star trail background. There was one day this month where I pushed out like 3 or 4 videos in a day, so I think that was just the byproduct of that.
Was that the
Super. What?
was that the Mahjong day?
Uh, what Mahjong Day? Every day's Mahjong Day.
Every day is Mahjong day, but there was that one night when it was just like make a video, play Mahjong, make a video, play Mahjong, and it was all in one day.
Oh, yeah, I think it might have been. Super special secret. Okay, I think Secret's one of the first Vocaloid songs that I ever heard. Um, I think it came out in 20. Maybe it was before 2010. Maybe it was like 2008. Secret goes hard. Um, it's still got that air of like somebody who doesn't speak English as their first language writing in English, but it's constructed a bit better than a lot of other like Japanese speakers making English songs. Sherry and Majima on the same track because I like how their voices pair. They pair so well together. I'm so happy. Making this video was also like really easy because I used some cool editing tricks to do batch stuff. Okay, everybody is sleeping on Sakura again. This is one of my favorite Vocaloid metal songs, and you guys are sleeping on it. That video has like 15 views! I also had to tune this myself because PFU doesn't tune their USTs. Ooh. Okay. Just One More Kiss is definitely a serve because I did this for Secret Santa this year. By the way, I don't know if my Secret Santa knows this, but I actually signed up to be a pinch hitter because I didn't meet the deadline for the actual like Secret Santa itself. Um, I was going through it at the time, let's just say, but I I signed up like kind of just as a last ditch effort, thinking, I'm probably not gonna get called, and then they messaged me and were like, "Hey, you're on. You want to accept?" And so, Just One More Kiss was one of the things I did. It was kind of an unpleasant UST making experience, but at least most of it was copy paste, since the lyrics repeat so much. I gotta cover more Bucktick songs, man. I like Bucktick a lot. Oh Hello Julia Knight, Ishin Edition. Serve. This was another Secret Santa gift. I'm a little 3000 and late to the Ishin version of this song, which I was like, I should really do a version of this where it's the Ishin guys and not Majima and Kiryu, but I just forgot about it. And then I came back to it, and this is kind of a remaster, but we're not going to talk about it. This is also... Well, I've drawn Okita a couple times before, but this is my first time drawing Ryoma. So... it's Christmas Eve, and I've only wrapped 2 fucking presents. Third time. Okay, this was posted Christmas Eve this year. He's fallen asleep after many rounds of mahjong. I
The
love
photo
my.
at the embarrassing photo at the Christmas party.
This is. This is my favorite song to come back to every year. To do my tradition of covering it. Okay. Snowman. This was my Christmas upload. I really like how the art turned out for this one. I also played Snowman a lot when I played Project Meat DX. Um, I got I got that on the 3DS, and it was so funny because it was a Christmas gift that year, and my grandma, bless her heart, she went to GameStop. She handed them the list and was like, "You find these games because I will not be able to." You're such a G for that. But yeah, I played a lot. I play a lot of rhythm games despite not being very good at them because I have dyspraxia. I love my rhythm games and I must get good. But yeah, Snowman.
You're still better at the Yakuza disco minigame than I am.
I finally figured that out. Oh my god, that was driving me insane. Wait, wait, we have to move on to the next one because I can talk about it. Okay, so this one uses gameplay footage again, but it's not just like me sitting there and recording. I actually had to play the dancing minigame from Yakuza 0, which I can't stand. I hate that game so much, but I finally figured it out after like 4 or 5 tries. I finally figured out, oh, you have to wait till just the right second to hit the button. I must have recorded like 13 takes of that stupid Friday night video. And I still didn't get like 100% perfect, but I'm like, whatever. This is as good as it's gonna get. And I didn't want to use someone else's footage because that felt disingenuous. But yeah, we've got Majima Friday night before GTA 6. I also spruced up the UST and added an SVP and VSQX. So, grab that if you want to. No pressure. Okay, there's Air Remaster. Yay! I don't have to put up with the really old version anymore. I think I used the same. Yeah, I did. I used the same project template, so I could just hot swap the art in. But I like the background that I did. It's neat. Okay, we're down to our last two. Okay. White Happy Serve. I made a cover of White Happy in 2021, I think, is how far back it goes. And I mean, for the Akimaji fans, it was really good, but over time, I was just like, this looks old and this looks bad, and I should redo it. And then I finally redid it. So, yay, there they are. And they actually look like how they're supposed to. uh. Uh. Okay. Hyper reality show. This was posted this morning. I love that song and I've tried to cover it like 3 times and then I finally made a Majima version. And I didn't have to ask someone else to mix it for me this time. But yeah, that is... I still think that's a serve. Stray from a man, I'm not going to do anything with that. Okay, we didn't really have any chaotic cringe. That's interesting. I thought for sure there was going to be something that was really bad, but it's mostly just like not really attached. Could be better A for effort and then serve. There's so many in serve, I need to actually count. Okay, how many per row? 6. Okay, 6 per row, and then column 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, okay, we'll do 34 by 6 and then just add the 1. Okay, there's 205 in serve. There's 205 videos in serve. A for effort has, let's see, 6, 3. Okay, there's 18 in A for effort, and then 9 in could be better, and also 9 in not really attached. I mean, I guess this is a good sign that I like a lot more of my stuff than I don't. Like I said, I make the videos that I want to watch. Okay, oh my god. So many here. Oh, can I make the rows like... Oh no, I can't extend the rows beyond 6. Okay, I'm gonna save this first. My image.png. Alright, I gotta clear this out, because I hit the wrong thing. Okay, where is Pesky Freeman? Alright, I'm gonna clear this out. And I'm gonna open up the floor to everybody else to rank these. Okay. Ah, fuck, all my images are out of order now. Oh, crap. I need to get that, make sure that one frame a minute is out. Okay, good. Okay, that looks good. Okay. God, this is such a long image. Oh my god. This is zoomed all the way out. I'm gonna... Oh, great. Okay. Let me see if I can actually switch to that image. Oh my god. If I... Hold on. No, fit to screen. Oh! Oh no! You can't see anything. This is this is the definitive ranking. Oh my god. I didn't know it was going to be all horizontal, or no, all vertical. I thought it was going to space it out a little better. Alright, I'll find a better way to post this. I'll probably have to crop this a lot. Okay. Oh, jeez. That's basically the stream. We got done faster than I was expecting. It's 2. Yeah, I will open this up to have everybody be able to rank it. And it's still 2 hours my time before the new year. So, happy early new year. Festivities. I guess I will be seeing you next year quite literally. So, happy Honda days! Glad, is there anything that you would like to say before we end the stream?
The future is bright. It's 2025 here.
Hooray! Nice to know. Oh, will there be any Mahjong breaks in this stream?
That was me. I showed up late.
There was, one tournament, but it wasn't really a break. I was just kind of playing while doing this.
Yeah.
Oh, and I got eliminated. I got 4th. I have to see how I did.
Eliminated.
Did they mail me? Oh yeah, they did mail me.
I think I deleted it. I don't know what I finished at.
Rank number 196. Perfect. Okay, that's the stream. Rate the video, comment the video, and subscribe to see more videos like this. I don't know. I'm not very good at telling my audience what to do. I'm gonna go do my Mahjong dailies. And the stream will also be archived. I might cut the beginning where I had all the audio issues, but other than that, it's intact. So, goodbye for now. Happy New Year. Yay! There will be more Yakuza tomorrow. Well, it kind of counts as Yakuza because it was a Yakuza song, but it's not Yakuzaloids. That's not till the 4th. Okay, bye. Awkwardly signing off because I don't know how to end this.